It's Tuesday. You know what that means. Tactical Tuesdays with EDC with DBD. This one is our first Tactical Tuesday after hitting 2,500 subscribers. Thank you to all of the Kripple Krew for your support on that. I'm going to start up at the top. XCF popping in early. We got my brother, the original member of Kripple Krew Inc., the one, the only War Room EDC. Tegan, also member of Kripple Krew Inc., popping in hella early. My brother Mud and OG from Kripple Krew Inc., popping in with them badass emojis. NFK20, what's up, homie? Donnie Bless, what's up? Good morning. Bladed Ginger, what's going on, brother? How are you today? I appreciate everybody's congrats. Kelly, what's up, sis? How are you? Hope you're doing fantastic. This is looking a little out of line. I don't want it looks a little jacked to me, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Hope you're having as good of a day as I am. Does anybody... All right, we'll wait till there's more people in there. We'll wait. But once again, thank you all for helping me hit 2,500 subscribers. Brando, what's going on, my man? How you doing today? Getting ready to break down some boxes. Yeah, always fun. Which blade are you using? What's going to be the box cutter? I got to know. You going like a full flat grind? You getting some of that hollow action? S9EV? What are we using? What are we using? K390? What's gonna cut the box? She's gonna say a box cutter, and I'm gonna be like, oh, that's not as fun. Thinking maybe using it if using your tongue. Ooh. She gonna flex on them boxes. She gonna flex on them boxes with the areas. Come out and play. Use a sword. What's up? I see more people popping in. Good morning. If you haven't, do me a favor, stab that like button. Like you mean it. We're going to be talking about knives as well as some stuff that you can win this coming Saturday. First, I'll show you my Titanium Tuesday carry for the fifth pocket. Rockin' my homeboy Johan Jordan's design, the Artisan Clio in Titanium S9DB. I went Titanium Tuesday out today. Also, S9DB in Titanium. This is the Monterey Bay Knives Wolverine. That action, though. Whether you want to flick it, reach around, you gravy. Of course, big surprise. I know y'all are shocked. The TRM Bulldog Rev B 20 CV and Titanium in the pockets today. Jim Miller, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, brethren? Jim's taking his mom's to an appointment, so if he can't say hello to everybody, it's not because he doesn't love you, it's because he's busy. Appreciate you popping in, and we hope mom's is good. Wolverines! It is. The original is dope, and the remake wasn't bad. It was not bad. It was still fun. I'm original for sure, Kelly. But again, It was, especially compared to most of the remakes we get today. I'll give it props as a decent remake. It was fun. Didn't try to modernize it too much. And then I'm carrying what somebody is going to get a chance to win this Saturday. Somebody is going to get a brand new Monster Vulcan in titanium, fat carbon, and M390. There are a couple of stonewash tie with different fat carbons, and then there's two of this dark wash tie. And somebody's going to win a brand new one of these on yes. Somebody's going to win a brand new one on Saturday, shipped directly from Monster. We got a little bit of poonage, just the slightest of poons on this clip point blade. Yeah, not bad for a remake. Agreed. Original was best. Did enjoy the second one. Absolutely. Jason Beecher, hope you're doing well today. He called dibs. That flipper action is just nuts. Neil to the Mac, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, brethren? Hope you're doing all right today. Appreciate that, Brando. Appreciate that. What is in everybody's pockets today? What are y'all carrying? Yes, Monster and Wixco are both donating to the upcoming giveaway. And when I asked Wixco, because all he said was, yeah, we'll do a Vortex. I was like, so were you thinking micarta or the shred carbon fiber? He's like, nah, we got to give him the carbon fiber. So we will be giving one of those away also. It's the middle of your week. Well, that makes sense since you were working on the weekend. Sitting at work sketching right now. Working on some new designs. Gareth, my brother from a South African mother. What it do? And thank you all again, everybody, for your congrats. I appreciate it. Just like I appreciate y'all's support in getting to 2,500. Couldn't do it without the support of the Kripple Krew. We hit it about 5 minutes after the live stream on Sunday. We got the last two that we needed. YouTube took one away, but we got it back. You know how YouTube be doing. Got a Nano light, a 110 buck, a Leatherman Wave, a Gerber XO mod fixed blade. Yay. I appreciate that, brother. And I'm also only 50 watch hours away from 20,000 watch hours. It's nuts to me that people have watched almost 20,000 hours of DBD content. You know what? This Hank is kind of, there we go. Now you can see those much better. Let's do a little bit better size arrangement too. There we go. That's more like it. I was showing off the Issuing Stitches Topo Dino Hank, one of the ones that will be available this Saturday, but it definitely was blurring the handles of the knives. So we're going to take it out the way. Need to binge 50 hours. Much appreciated, brother. You know what? Let's also turn this light on. There we go. Yeah, it blows my mind, Brando. It truly blows my mind. nearing I think near 700,000 views, 20,000 watch hours, and 2,500 subs. Just crazy to me that that happened in a year and 3 months. Got to go back to work. All right, brother. Have a great day. Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, the topo does look really sick. Yeah, much love, brother. Much love. Hope the family's doing well. So, what is the Kripple Krew carrying today? What's in y'all's pockets? Such a snappy little bastard. Awesome little big knife. Lou, what's up? Neil working a double shift at the strip club. He's got to make that money, you know? Got to make that money. What it do, Lou? How are you today, brethren? Good to see you. At least decent to see you. Nah, I'm kidding, my brother. How are you? Duck is out. No complaining. It's right there. Right there. No glow duck. Right there, Lou. All right, Brando. Appreciate you popping in. Hope you have a killer day at work. You know, I can't lie. I kind of enjoy that this is my work. Love coming and hanging out with the Kripple Krew. The Whack. Had the Warhog and Blood Eagle today. Had to carry Light and Hippo Land. Yay, yay. And Hippos knew better than to mess with you with that, Carrie. Let me check my Instagram. And here, I'm going to share. Muds Carrie did a short on this crazy Batman desk where I was working. Got stuck going into Brooklyn. I'll have to check that out, homie. What happened, Lou? I've never had issues ordering from CountyCom. It's probably the store I've ordered the most frequent from. Whoops. Wrong screen. We're going to share this screen. We've got the Kaiser Drop Bear and 20 CV and Toxic Storm Carbon Fiber. My boy Bear in the back. Wait, no. That's Laners. I thought it was Black at first. That's my girl Laney. We got the Civivi Mini Praxis and a Kaiser Muskrat with an Issuing Stitches Hank. Awesome carry today, brother. Posted a pic missing the TCL Piranha because it was on the neck. That makes sense. That makes sense. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Got the Ginger Vuitton. See, ooh, Chris Reeves and Co. C Microtech UTX 85 Bounty Hunter and a V Knives Hermit Crab. I said I should get back to work. It didn't say you were going, just that you should. Did you reach out? Did they correct it and send the knife? Let me find Kelly's carry. Here we go. Ooh, that is such a cool looking little knife. The Oh, that's the Defiant, right? That's the Defiant. No, that's an actual George. Les George. I thought that was the. Oh no, that is the Defiant Les George. I like it. I like it. McNeese. Ooh. Y'all know that's a grail of mine. And look at that Hinderer. Kelly's pockets is stacked. And no, I don't smoke. No, but you still got to have flame. Stopped off at Francois Massin today for coffee. He does such amazing work. What's up, Laner? What's up, Bear? How's my puppers? I know I ain't take a bear with you or take a dab with you in a while, Bear. I will. Let's check out our boy Bladed Ginger's carry. If you want to share pictures, feel free to send them on Instagram. That's the V knives. That's a trip. Looks like it looks comfortable for like a little 2.5, 3 finger because of that bulbous shape. The Microtech, the Chris Reeves and Cosi, and the Ginger Vuitton. Cardington. Y'all already know. Sever 7. Thank you, brother. I much appreciated. How do you like the knife, though? That's what I want to know. How do you like the knife? The little compact R4A Slim. Little Chota boy. Got another Macker here that wants to send some stuff over for a pass around. Sounds good. Sounds good. Another Maker. Maker. Okay, now I get you. Sever, thank you for saying that, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I like both. I like the bigger one, but the bigger one stays on my pack normally. I do like EDCing this one right here. I like it. It's my preferred EDC fixie size. Much love, Sever. I do truly appreciate you. Also, can't wait to see the stuff you've got dropping, homie. Woohoo! I know it's not all out there yet, but trust me, our boy Sever's got some fire coming down the pipeline. Matt Moorer, much appreciated. Good to see you, homie. We got some. Ooh, dang. Oh, wow. We're going to take a look at these. Oh, my custom knives. Ramsey Silent, what's up? Hi and bye. Have to run your brother to work. Well, I appreciate you popping in, Ramsey Silent, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Thank you for stopping by. I thought I modded you last week. Well, you isn't now. There we go. Thought that was fixed last week. Check these out. These are friggin' nuts. The blade shape on that is just a trip. Oh, this copper, my. Wow. Damn. Look at the texture in that. Ooh, I like it. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Is it Valdek? Valdek is the last name? Whoa. I'm in love with that blade. Damn. This looks like screaming faces. That is so sick. Yo. Oof. Look at that abalone and then the different ano on the tie. Wow. That tie ano is nuts. It's a mixed bronzed plus entropic. Wow. Full length backspacer. I love the way this looks. That looks like that blasted look. It looks almost like zirconium, but lighter. That looks amazing. Damn! Those cannot be inexpensive. Appreciate you, Sever. He said he's got to get back to work. Hit that like button. That entropic is crazy. Hey, don't be late. Have a good one, homie. You're going to be at West in the Catulo booth, right, homie? Copper lava. So gorgeous. Little hermit crab is a fun little box cutter. 440C and FRN frame lock. Hell yeah. Those knives are nuts. Cicero! What's up? Good to see you, brother. Remember Kripple Krew Inc. Hope you're having a killer day. I thought about like calling my knives and starting a like the Kripple Krew collection and like there's been several times I wanted to do Kripple Krew something that would have possibly caused issues and decided not to go with the third sound. Papalava. Be at the Aurora Blade shoot for the first half and Katu in the second half both days. Awesome. Looking forward to meeting you there, homie. Yeah. You mean the drool around? Yeah. I definitely need to check those out in the drool around. There was another one. Oh, what was it? Oh, that's why I shortened everything to Kripple Carry. But there was another one. Oh, what was it? I almost did one time. I can't remember right now. I'll probably think of it later. The knife wheel of Banana Bandit. Oh, shit. So here's a curious question just to see if anybody on here is into it. Does anybody, that really sounded like a leading statement, didn't it? See if anybody here is into it. Got to use my best phone sex voice. Anyway, when I start something off the Tuesday or the Thursday, and I say it's Tuesday morning, and you know what that means, or it's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Does anybody know what that is a reference to? The day, and you know what that means. Does anybody know what that is a reference to? Kink shaming is my kink. I'm guessing that probably nobody in here does, but we might have some fans in here. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. You mostly would hear it Wednesday evenings, and you would hear it as it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. That's what you would normally hear it as. Okay, I'm guessing I'm the only one in here that watches AEW wrestling. I'm not surprised. I didn't think anybody was going to get it, but it amuses me every time, and that's what matters to me. Brody King is a wrestler, or was a wrestler. Brody King was on the independent scene for a long time, went to WWE, left WWE, and went to AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Brody Lee's Twitter accounts, he would put something out that would say, hey, it's Monday, you know what that means. Or typically it was, when he moved to AEW, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means, because that's the night of AEW Dynamite. Brody Lee died. I said Brody King earlier. My bad. That's another wrestler. Brody Lee died a couple of years ago, and as a way to honor him, every Wednesday night Dynamite is kicked off with "It's Wednesday," and you know what that means. It was all about wrestling. AEW specifically. I don't watch WWE. Yeah, this dude, Brody Lee, his son was 10 or 11 at the time I think he was 10 when he died. He might have been 11 when Brody died. But Brody Jr., Brody Lee was the head of a faction that was his son's favorite faction even before he joined, called the Dark Order. And a lot of them wore masks. And so when Brody Lee ran the Dark Order, his son would come out as -1 because a lot of them were numbered 1 and 2, Uno and Stu. And then you had 3 and 4, which were tag teams. Number 10 was his favorite. 10 was his favorite, the little boy's favorite. And so he wore a matching mask, and he was -1 because he was a little kid. And when his dad died, Brody Lee Jr. is still around quite a bit, and they signed him to a contract so that he can start wrestling for them as soon as he turns 18. Really cool how they took care of his family. That's all it was. Wrestling talk. Appreciate you, Aries. I do. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Hope you're having a killing day. Yeah, yeah. Of course, growing up, I watched the Fed all the time. Love me some WWF growing up. Taker, and Shawn Michaels were my jam. Razor Ramon. Uh, those were my top three favorites as a kid. And then it got stale and boring. And in the end of 2019, which coincidentally is when I broke my neck again and became permanently disabled, All Elite Wrestling launched. And I watched it just for fun with Deadly Jr., the end of his junior and his senior year, but then he went off to the army, and the Deadly daughter was really watching it with me. And Deadly daughter and I have been to, I want to say 8 or 9 AEW events. Almost every time they've been to the Pacific Northwest, we've been there. And so it's something that I really enjoy because I was able to get back into it. Something to watch with the kids. And we just have a blast with it. Then he turned 6 and realized it was more fun wrestling. I'm not even gonna say what I was about. I'm not gonna finish the sentence with what he started wrestling that first got him locked up. I'll leave it out. Tristan, what it do, brethren? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you. Just saw Rob's video. Does that mean what I think it means? Yeah. The F word is bull. It's not. Yeah, Rowdy. Yeah, Rowdy was the shiz for sure. Rowdy, he was such a great talker. It's not fake. It's scripted. There's a difference. We'll have it back Thursday to do a news sheath. Oh, it's almost time. Almost time for the most well-traveled Aries EDC, even more so than Lagatha. It's been around more parts of the country than Lagatha, and it's about to go all the way to the other side of the world. Garrett's beautiful Cardinal XL, which, man, it's been a while since I did that review. I did a review on that beautiful knife and the Bloomcliff that Brian F has and or is about to get. And Gareth was awesome and allowed his Aries EDC custom to go to a ton of knife reviewers to allow us to make content and gain exposure, and to allow our brother Aries to gain exposure. And so Garrett's generosity has led to a lot of videos being created on that. Lone Star Cowboy, carry of the day, Cold Steel Tri-Light 6 criserated, and the Airlight Drop Point. Yeah, very soon. Urban Woodsman, what's up? One time the hillbilly threatened you because you said wrestling was fake. Yeah, he got the Wolverine out for Titanium Tuesday. This is in the pockets today. This was a gift from Brother Tristan. And, oof, such a fun one. Such a fun one. Oh, now we got Lou excited. Woo, and I'm throwing knives. Okay, okay. Just a little bouncing. Trying to stay calm, but now it's getting real. I bet. Yeah, now you're just salivating. Mainly off grid. What it do, homie? How are you? It is. It's not fake. It's scripted. That TCal blank. Can't wait to get your Wesser and Bloom harpoon coming soon. Oh, that's gonna be dope. The Bloom or Bloom Poon. Too many on. Yeah, I have the opposite problem, Urban. Too many are speaking to me, and hey, I've had the chance to review so many premium and American-made knives lately that I keep forgetting I need to get back and make some budget knife reviews. The money isn't happy. Yeah, man, there are quite a few out right now that I could go for. Yeah, what money? True that. True that. Yeah, there are so many dope knives. And there's some crazy sales going on. Like the new Bel Air clip point Magna Cut for 142 or the OG aluminum and Magna Cut sheepfoot Bel Air for $114. Are you kidding me? Made in the USA, Magna Cut and aluminum for 114 bucks. I posted that link yesterday. That's an Amazon deal. But yeah, there are some stupid deals out there right now. I have to get back on the pole down at the Red Pocket to make some knife money faux show. Check that if you, but focusing on the truck right now, so not buying any. Yeah, Mud is definitely putting in the work on that 81 C10 that used to be his father's. It's coming along really nicely. Mad Yako Hanks, of course, for the blade cleaning. Yeah, that Kershaw is a stupid deal. That's a nice knife. I definitely prefer it to the bug out. Even if I personally like the Deca a little more. Being able to get that with aluminum and Magna Cut for 114 is stupid. Because the only time you see Decas down below 120, it's FRN scales. So to be able to get aluminum and Magna Cut for 114 bucks, made in the USA, is pretty crazy. MPG, EDC, what's up, sis? Mrs. Dudley and I hoping to have lunch with MPG and Tony at Blade Show West. Yeah, I attempted to make sense of it too, Lou, and couldn't, so I gave up on it. Tried to make some money on the corner, but kept running the customers. Miss your 84 K5 Blazer. I had an old square body K5 Blazer. Or, well, it wasn't a K5 Blazer. I had the old square body Jimmy. And I liked that vehicle a lot. I had that when I was in the service. It got in an accident and definitely wrecked. Yeah, yay. Yeah, well stoked for Blade Show West. Waiting on the Flag, Bel Air, and Magna Cut to ride. Nice. Nice. Lining up. Tactical Tuesday. Yo, Dwayne Letterman, how you doing today? Hope you're having a killer day. Yeah, he's definitely turning it into a street rod truck that's going to be pretty dope. Yeah, he's got it primed right now. Looks dope. Whatever that means. I think Daniel Kelly's trying to give everybody full body inspections. I think he's warning you. Put the belt on, clinch, clinch. Daniel Kelly's trying to bring the full body inspections. I can clinch tap tight enough to break a damn finger. Don't even try. I know, 2 weeks is crazy. So excited to get to my first Blade show. Used to have a 92 Typhoon. Very cool. Hell yeah. What's in the pockets, Kripple Krew? What y'all got? Henry to the G. Member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. You know, I'm going to lay out some of the stuffs that y'all will have a chance to win this Saturday. Why don't we do that? Cicero wants the first full body inspection. Dressed up as Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I can do it. Wes is going to be crazy. I haven't been in the Salt Lake Center, like convention center yet. So, but I'm very, very stoked. Yeah, the Typhoons were really sick. Yes, absolutely. Let's continue putting out some of the knives and stuff y'all can win. QSP Badass Little Booey, the Kali. Yay. That's that wicked looking bug one, right? I like that one. Okay. You're fine, dog. You're fine. Okay. How about a Rocktall SK05? I'm not carrying any, but have Sonora by Machine Wise and Spyderco Lightweight Manix 2 and M4. Yay. You know I like that one because I got that one. In trouble making it on Saturdays, you might not be there. Finally. We'd have got there sooner, Lou, if you hadn't have turned Mabel against me, you bastard. Oh, shit. Let's see, what else? I know we've got some other stuff here. Oh, there you go. There you are. Let's pull this out of the big, chunky, stupidly, ridiculously big box that it does not need. There we go. And why does this box have to be so freaking big? Come apart. How do you open this stupid thing? Oh, helps if you cut all the tape. Multiple tapes. All right, now we can get this box open. We also have the Byberry version of the same tool set as the SK05. The difference is instead of a VG10 blade, it's a 7CR blade. But still the same large full-size tool set. Comes with all the bits, extra saw blades, extra cutters, just like the Roxol. This is just the Byberry version. That's some of the stuff that we're going to have this weekend for the giveaway. Not to mention a couple of giant fixed blades. So the main entrance is on the east side closest to the hotels. The north side is the biggest room at the Salt Palace. Gotcha. Don't use toenail clippers to try to open the package. That would have helped. Yeah, we've got one of these. This one. Like, I'm gonna have to find boxes big enough to ship both of these. Let me get this one open. There we go. We're gonna need a bigger box. These two Kratos hunting knives, they call them, from their ZF series. Just big, chunky, one pokey, one choppy, fixed blades, 12 inches and 10 inches. Awesome. I'm sure I will spot you. Can assemble her Lego Animal Kids. Hold on, like 30 towels. Yeah, the worst part is they use it like once and throw it on the floor. Bringing it back into their room and throw it on the floor. When you get directions to a hotel room from a girl. Yeah, there's going to be knives of all sizes and shapes in this upcoming giveaway, plus tools. Issuing Stitches Hanks. We've got a bunch of issuing Stitches Hanks to give away. Your son's gonna be there. Oh, I get to meet the little tyke. Hell yeah. That's dope. we definitely got to hit up for lunch too. Chill with you, Tony, and the little dude. All right, put this big ass knives away. If you want to find Tony, look for the guy with the bally sticking in his foot. Your carry today, nothing too special, just a little something called the Tri-Stash V2. It landed. Yeah, it's like Wolf Buoy size. Almost. I think the Wolf Buoy beats it by an inch. Oh, wait, no. I think it's this one that beats it by an inch. The Schrade Old Timer. Or the Schrade. It's just, yes, the Schrade Old Timer buoy. That's my largest fixie, I think. Unless I've got one stuffed away somewhere I can't remember. Ooh, Mrs. Deadly and I would love some banana nut bread. I have heard about said banana nut bread. Yeah, which one did you get, Cicero? I don't remember. Did you get the full piss? Titanium? What'd you do? What'd you do? You know I wanted the full piss. People popping in right then to the live stream would not understand what the heck I was talking about if they was just scrolling through their shorts feed, you know? Some non-knife person comes in, they're like, what? He wants the full piss? Yeah, we should be showing up about 9 or 10 p.m. on Friday night. So we're going to be there all day Saturday. But we will. Oh, you got the dark mode. Hell yeah. It says she licks her fingers when handling the dough. Did you guys see? Man, I just talked to Tenable and they were like, which top liner lock do you want? I looked at what they had on the website at the time and I'm like, well, it's only 4 options. I guess Tiffany Blue and Damascus. And then today they dropped an Ultim and Damascus top liner lock. Fenrir. Oh, I'm going to need to get that Ultim Fenrir. But definitely excited to check out the top liner lock versus this one. Top liner lock brings back the full finger choil. They also have one that matches this Black G10 and the rose gold blade on the top liner lock as the ones they showed today. Got your Demco 8020.5 and iconic RCK9. Yay. Nice stacked pockets. Yeah, I'm going to pull up Tenable real quick. Also got some new companies selling VG10 blades for $30 and Contour G10 sending me 4 knives to check out that we will be giving several of those away after they get reviewed. Really interested in seeing those, but check this out. Let me share this screen. Where'd it go? Just had it up. Oh, duh. It was Instagram. Okay, we are going to take a look at the ones that they showed today. Got the Sonora Alpha Fred, your most expensive knife. That looks like such a beauty, though. Made in the USA, integral. Whoop. Look at these. Purple micarta. We got the black G10 with the rose gold blade. But we got Ultim with Damascus. And then a secondary blue with Damascus. This one with the Sagaha pattern. Look at that top liner lock. Really looking forward to checking that out. One kicks me right, I'm all in, but for the most part at this point, I'm avoiding button locks. Want the blue Damascus? See, I like button locks because of my hands. There are days when that's the best thing for my hands is a button lock. But I really like this trend to button liners and top liner locks, which that's gonna be like a button compression lock. So it's got the strength, but the finger safe ease of manipulation. You know, I'm also in love with the Cardington by our homeboy Bladed Ginger that's got the leverage lock, which is a pivot actuated liner lock. So again, I've got that finger safe and easy manipulation, but it's a much stronger lockup with a true detent. little pivots need love too. No. I got the big pivot. And it is better action a little bit. But I'm all about that little pivot love too. Sometimes you just want the hole smaller and tighter. And you go little pivot. Some days you need to feel that, you know, the security of that stretched out hole. You go big pivot. I love Demco. The Shark Block is my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. Awesome. Very cool. Have a great day, Urban Woodsman. Appreciate you stopping in. Tenderable. Take it easy, Mud. Have a killer day. Big Pivot Lou. Ah, exactly what the homeless man said on the subway. Didn't go as planned. Yay. Little pivot is fine. The big pivot is fine too. I don't care. They both rock. Shark Lock is the best. One to Tonto next. Yeah. Yeah, this one. The Deadly Daughter got me. The big pivot, it does have a more solid feel. Not that, I mean, when I first got, she gave me this one first. Lockup is insane. One of the strongest locks I've ever had. And my favorite to fidget with. And then she gave me this one with the big pivot. And I was like, okay, yeah, I do feel a little bit of difference in there. But not enough that it prejudiced me towards pivot size. I'm happy with all the Demcos. I want them all. She got me both pivots, homie. Might have to get a knife for Tony for Christmas. What's he wanting? Or are you gonna surprise him with something he hasn't even thought of yet? Pivot size matters. Yeah, I love all my Demcos. I love the Shark Cub. Shark Cub's a big pivot. And I love my Shark Lock that's on the Flightanium Arcade as well. Which is a little bit of a tweener pivot. I could seem slightly larger than a small pivot, but not quite big pivot Demco. I really need to add more of the smoked Ultim Shark Cubs to the collection. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it. Selling some. I don't want to. I've never sold knives. It's just like a cordless hole punch, or a cordless hole punch. I can't ever bear to sell a cordless hole punch. I can trade one for another, or even a 2-for-1 if the value is right. Same with knives. I'm okay with giving up 2 knives to get one if the value makes sense. But selling knives is very difficult for me. It's not the size of the pivot, but the action. Nah, I mean. More smoked Ultima. The only ones that I've seen are these from Blade HQ. And when these went on clearance, they've never brought smoked Ultima back to Blade HQ. Instead of full piss, this is like, this has some of that number 2 to it. And I like the color. Be doing reviews on them and then selling them. Yeah. Ooh, TKO Blade for only $50. Your mom was just trying to reassure you about your abnormally small pivot. Yeah. I really want the Shark Foot and Slicer Shark Cubs in smoked Ultim. And I would like at least one of them to be the textured smoked Ultim. Blade HQ had 3 blade shapes and 2 variants of each. Smooth smoked and textured smoked. And I really want at least one textured, but I want both the other blade shapes. Majestic. Hey, it's not the size of the blade, but how you use it. That's also what Cicero's mama told him. Know what I mean? Yeah, smoke needs texture. A Warncliffe and Emerson PM2 are in the works again. Yeah, I'm going to need the Emerson at some point. I've got the Warney. I've got the Super Warney. Your kids will have quite the collection of knives for show. For show, because it's too hard for me to part with any. The second knife from the top, the Tuya Bruiser. All the knives that are currently laid out right here, these knives, these tools, and even more knives will be given away this coming Saturday, Majestic, for the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. So if you want to win the Tuya Bruiser, make sure you tune in this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we will be giving all of these and more away. Just sold 4 knives, but it's to buy a new knife that's going to be worth it. LMAX. This is a Blue Label. It's a trade I made with our brother Tristan. Chavez Blue Label. I'm just waiting back to hear from North Mountain Blade that I'm cool to send the BB&M out of here, and then if so, that's going to Tristan so he could check it out along with his North Mountain Blade. 7 p.m. South African time. Thank you. Always good to know. Gonna have to buy both. Yeah, I love my Warney. My CTS XHB. I don't ship to UK Majestic, but if you have a US proxy, I can ship to them. Yeah, if you can use it to get more knives. The Black Micarta. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. The action is insane. Big chunky boy, 160 thousandths blade stock, solid lockup, rock solid lockup. Perfect action. Like this thing will and has already dropped on my thumb. And this LMAX is, for a big chunky blade, this LMAX is scary sharp. Whoop, that was my fault getting the choil. But if I don't get the choil, it's just slicey sharp. Yeah, I really like. Oh, I might have just got myself. I don't know if that. I think I had the angle right that it didn't get me. But yeah, I cut myself with this one once and didn't even notice it until I was bleeding all over stuff. Yeah, from Sweeney from Sweet. Yeah, I saw that. I knew what you meant, but that was an interesting autocorrect. These ones run about $1, $1.80-ish. You know, the Rendition 228s, the Riot May, wait, no, the Rendition 229 ties from Riot, the frame locks. Those are 3+ or 4, over 4 even, with a kickstop. Cold Steel makes great knives. I only have one in the collection. So did the same thing to your thumb? Yep. Yeah, I dropped it on my thumb a couple of times, but I did cut my finger open and not even notice it. Peak scale. Yeah, it'd be tough. Yeah, my only cold steel currently is the 8015, but I have 5 knives made in the same factory along cold steel in Taiwan. So I have six knives from that factory, but only one cold steel. At Black Marcada, good blade steel and no frame lock, damn near perfect. Yeah, you know that I also prefer liners to frame, just so I don't lock myself out if I want to launch it out with my thumb. And because the action is typically a little better. And it's still, I mean, look at the way that locks up on that chunky blade stock. It's very solidly engaged. But no blade stick, just the wax every time. The biggest thing that Tristan didn't like is the screw heads are flattened, like dome flattened, and they project past the scale. There we go. It doesn't bother me, but that was the number one thing that ticked Tristan off. Had a code 4, sold it. It was too thin. Really want to get the 8015. The Shark lock is my favorite lock overall, but the Scorpion lock comes pretty close. It's such a fidgety and yet tough locking system that you're always strengthening with any grip. I really wish they would do more Shark lock or Scorpion lock knives like they did with the 8020. They should make a smaller and a larger version of this with the Scorpion lock. I think they could have a lot of fun with it. Different blade shapes. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a deal breaker for me either. It's not most of the time, sure I would like a smooth scale, but also like these the Tenable Tiny Dancer that we're going to be giving away on Saturday. This doesn't have them countersunk, and I'm cool with it. I dig it. But I will say these are much less noticeable in hand. You can feel these little ones in hand, but they're not hot spots to me. Like they don't give me a hot spot. That's a great price. That if you like a thinner knife, that's a fantastic price. Cold Steel's always having good sales on Amazon. You just got to pay attention to which ones. Eagle Scout. What's up, brethren? How are you? Good to see you. You like the Tenable more than the Concept? I really thought I was going to like the Tenable more than the Concept because I do still prefer micarta to titanium. But I love the milled blade, which not everybody does, but I absolutely love this milled blade. And this milled tie is just so comfortable. I love it. What it do? What it do? Josh 304, how you doing? Yeah. See, and I love the mill lines. JB Stout likes to do these on his designs, and they look dope. And let's see if we got another piece of paper. The blade still. So let me get a fresh piece. Gonna have it slicing on. Still very slicey, but it does leave a completely different pattern in the cut than the tenable version, which is just a much smoother slice all the way through. Whoop. You can, there we go. You can see it a little bit, maybe. You might see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, it does leave a little bit of a texture in the cut. But for EDC, I really like using this one. Wonder what I cut my finger with. Wonder if that Chavez got me again. It's not bleeding. It's almost deep enough. But something got me again. Probably the Chavez. Thicker materials like cardboard, this seems to just really shred through, like, or get through really easily. It doesn't leave that same pattern like it does on the paper. But it's just such a cool looking EDC fixie that I really like it. But I am happy that we're giving away the comfortable micarta. Mexican's fine with us. Yeah, we'd be down with Mexican. The locking voodoo on the hazard. Already down to 9.5 fingers. That knife. You know, I'm waiting for the second version of the Bally lock. I really want to. The hazard would have been cool to check out. I'm not paying for it because I can see that really jacking with my hands. And so I definitely don't. The Bally lock looks fun, but I definitely think that it'll probably be smoother and a little more manipulable on the second one. Yeah, we're well stoked as well, sis. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah. Luckily, no juice this time. Not enough to juice. Didn't have to grab a Band-Aid. I had to grab more water. I'll be right back. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram post yesterday of Lagatha flying in the hot air balloon, her Valkyrie moment. And while I was a little worried about flipping her around over the edge of the hot air balloon, the one that I'm going to post later today has me flipping about $1,000 worth of folders over the edge of that balloon. And I'm going to tell you, that's when I got definitely more nervous. Sharp image. Yeah. I had a couple of my favorites hanging out over the edge of that hot air balloon. Take it easy, Brando. Talk to you later, homie. See you on TNT, Thursday Knife Talks. And man, we had started that morning. It was cooler. It wasn't like when I did it over the Hoover Dam. That was a warm day. My hands were working better. We'd started off, we were out on the field at 6 in the morning. And even with gloves on, my hands had tightened up. And then we got up in the air and I had to take the gloves off to record and flip the knives. And at the end of the short, when I had got to the mini grip, yeah, it only got one flip. And then my hand almost dropped it. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Who are you talking about, MPG? A knife maker that'll be out there at West. You as well, Brando. Take it easy, my man. Let's move these giveaway knives out of the screen. Let's just pull out some fun stuff. George, what's going on? Good to see you, homie. Joey the Roach. So, I really want to get an XL Bel Air in hand, Joey, because I just checked out the clip point Bel Air, and I liked it, but it's even shorter overall than the Hogue Deca, and it was a little too small for my hands. The XL, that one really interests me because it was a well-made. Did show it on your live Sunday. I'll check it out. Yay, yay. Always good to see you, George. I think that the Kershaw Bel Air XL is going to be very, very popular. Absolutely do. Better than that. Yeah, the pricing, the quality was better than a bug out. The Bel Air came centered. The Bel Air action was better. The Bel Air materials are better than the bug out, and the pricing is better. It's an app like a Deca. I think it's an absolute bug out killer. Absolutely. And I think that the XL is really going to. I think that's going to explode this year. It's going to be well priced. All of the, yeah, especially like right now, like I said, today, you can get the OG Bel Air sheep's foot with aluminum scales and magna cut for $114 on Amazon. That is a fantastic price for American made. And I definitely want to check out an XL after handling the clip point. Yay. How you been through 304? The thing is, people have thought that for quite a while, brother. Yeah, but food, whiskey, girls, the Long Branch Saloon. To screw, I need you. Any way, any day. Girls from $5 to $50. Contact bartender. Long Branch Saloon, Dodge City, Kansas. Uh, people have said that Benchmade wasn't going to be able to keep selling at their prices. Yet they seem to be able to raise prices and people keep buying stuff. They're always going to have that following, I think. Yeah, the XL might be their best yet. Agreed. Kershaw. I said it in my review the other day. Kershaw really has stepped their game up all the way from budget level on up. I had stopped. I used to buy Kershaw's, back when everything was tactical frame locks and such. And I stopped buying Kershaw's for a long time. You wanted the flag one that was actually made in America. Yes. I will not carry a flag made or a flag adorned product made overseas. I don't care what country made it. Well, I don't know. I guess if I got a really cool South African custom and it had a South African flag on it, that's one thing. I'll fly that country's flag on it, maybe. But you can't put a US flag on a Chinese knife and get me to buy it. The fanboys will absolutely keep them in business. Absolutely. The Mini Adira is the most egregious of the Benchmade knives to me. Putting that in the water series and then specifically putting an insert into the box saying it's not made for salt water, because you didn't do truly stainless hardware. All you did was slap a highly stain resistant blade on FRN handles and charge $400 damn for it because you called it water. I'm not about that. I do not like that at all. The Mini Adira, like, if you saw my video on that knife legit pissed me off. But the thing is, Benchmade will be able to continue doing that because people are going to continue paying it. Snagged the Honda tachometer watch last night. Totally cool. Utterly useless for telling time. Zach single-handedly keeping them afloat. Didn't you live? Yeah, Benchmade knives, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. The bug out that I bought pissed me off when it showed up for $189 or $180, whatever it was, with some of the crappiest FRN I've ever felt, off-centered, like a completely laying against the scale, and just crap action. I built it up into a nicer knife, but by then I was already against it. The Benchmade arrows, there's a good one. If you want a knife like that, get a much tougher knife in the cold steel FM1 and save over half the money. Like, I would much rather have the cold steel FM1. But ever since that first bug out, everything I have checked out has disappointed me, except my mini grip. I bought this with the Spidey hole. I bought this because it was on sale for $99 for USA made in S30V, and I've wanted to try a grip for a long time because I like the blade shape of this sheep's foot Spidey hole variant specifically. And paid $99 for it. Paid $25 for some Flytanium aluminum loop scales. And I love this mini grip as a fifth pocket knife that's so capable. But I still don't think it's for $150+ whatever it is on usual price, it's kind of overpriced with the FRN scales. Even though the FRN on this was a million times better than my Bug House FRN. With the $25 Flytanium aluminum loop scales, this thing just hits. And I really dig the mini grip. But I won't buy a full-size grip, even though I'd like to check out the full size. I'm going to get a Hogue Ritter instead. Because I like Hogue knives, personally, better. So eventually I'll get a full-size Ritter Hogue. But I do like the mini grip. It's the only one so far. Yeah, at that point, you're about $400 in the knife. Kershaw Halfton took part of your pinky years ago. 2 knuckles. You ordered one, Lou, huh? Ooh. Bought the Bug Out when it was 100. See? Just overpriced garbage scale knife. And now it's almost 200. Agreed. Hogue way better. Way better. Action, pricing, materials. My Bug Out, by the time I was done with it, it had a $100 set of scales on it, carbon fiber scales, had a $50 titanium clip on it, and it was an over $300 Bug Out. And still didn't fit my hands. So I did end up trading that knife, and I know that a Bug Out is not for me. Every day, Gary, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, homie? And then, like I said, I brought in the mini Adira to review because I was like, I knew it was overpriced, but I was like, maybe if this is competing against the Salt series, I should check it out. It is not competition for a Salt series knife at all, because a Salt series knife is made for saltwater use as well, whereas the Benchmade Adira again specifically said that it is not meant for saltwater, freshwater only, because they didn't use good enough hardware in it. He did. So it actually ended up turning into something positive, because somebody paid well over $200 for it in a raffle that raised money, or in an auction that raised money for Bluminati and Twisted Sis. So I think it has broke the curse. It also went to a female and probably fits her hand way better than it ever did mine. And the one that she got is nicely built up now. But the money went to a really good, Rolf used that money and donated it to Flu and Twisted Sis. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely not a knife for me as well. Hogue also puts threaded inserts into the screw holes, which, fantastic extra step. CRKT Redemption looks really cool. It's not my style of blade, but I do think that Hogue did a really good job on it. Scott N., member of Kripple Krew Inc. and keeper of the Knife Tube schedule. What it do, homie? Appreciate you. Yeah, so light. Too light. I would take the Salt series over the Benchmade Water series any day of the week and save over half the money. And be able to use it in all types of water. I was very highly ticked off when I opened that giant mini Adira box. And sitting right on top is this Water Series microfiber cloth and all this Water Series materials, and then not for use in salt water. The Sage 5 is one that I really want, and the Sage 6. Like, I'd be happy with either because I love compression locks. This is my first pair of 3. I got the lightweight salt on a stupid deal. And I like it so much more than I thought that I do want a regular pair of 3 now. One with 2 washers and 2 liners. You can buy a pallet of Ozarks for that. Don't give Bitchmade credit. Bug Out lit a fire for new guys, new knife buyers and owners. Got a lot of people into knives. That is true. Do give credit. Yeah, no, I get that. The Bug Out did. And when I reviewed the Bug Out, I stated that it was one of the true godfathers of the EDC knife, the EDC category, one of the OG godfathers that just never bothered to keep up with the times. Yeah, I just they'll continue to be able to sell whatever they want. It's not going to hurt them that those of us, I don't know, like EDC junkies are going to ignore their stuff now. There's plenty enough Benchmade fanboys to keep them going for a long time. But yes, the Bug Out really did get a lot of people's attention. Reptile Expo this week, and that sounds fun. Want to find this magical fountain of Vanex. I still need some Vanex in the collection for sure. I would love to get a quiet carry with Vanex. But I really just want to get some in the collection to check out. This was my first L-Max. Now I need Vanex. Mark Ridgewell, what's going on? Or Ridgewell, what's going on? Freak was a good knife. The Freak and the Super Freak both look like good knives to me. I haven't checked either one out because Benchmade's pricing structure just stints to tick me off. Ooh! You got the Winter Blaco Empire. That is fire. So, Spyderco's. Oh, that's perfect, Scott. Yeah, that's the perfect blade for them. Getting an Arizona Blonde Tarantula. Ooh, and a Crested Gecko for you. Yeah, I would really like to try the Freak and Super Freak, just because I do think they are fantastic looking knives. I just wish that I would have got in on them, a couple of years ago when pricing was a lot better on those. So, the Spyderco FRN does feel a lot better than most companies' FRN. The Manix FRN, this is very comfortable. And I had heard that the FRN on the pair of 3 lightweights originally was not the most comfortable. I know a lot of people in here. Wiggles is currently passed out. I heard a lot of people complain about the FRN on Para 3 lightweight specifically, saying that they had sanded them down to get rid of the rough edges to make them comfortable. The newer ones, though, Spyderco listened. So, like the Salt, the 15V, I don't know how far back it goes, but I know those two in particular have the new softly rounded and chamfered FRN that is rounded all the way around every edge. And this feels comfortable enough, I might leave it on the knife. I bought this planning on putting AWT scales on it, and I still might. But this FRN is so comfortable. The way that they have done the pocket clip landing on the round flat spot right here keeps it from eating up my pockets at all. Goes in and out really smoothly. And this is the most comfortable FRN that I have felt. The way that the finger trail is just perfect. Manix 2 lightweight with factory scales. Yeah, it's light enough to carry in shorts for sure. Yeah, this was my first Spyderco FRN, and I did not hate this like I do a lot of other companies' FRN. And this carries great. But the Para 3 stepped it up even more, and these are actually crazy comfortable. Way big difference. Big difference, Joey. KSK, what's going on? Hoping Wiggles will read the messages. Yeah, you know, the one thing I never do is I never look at the centering of this blade so that I don't get ticked off, because it does only have one liner, and or I mean only has the mini liner and the washers on one side. And so it'll never perfectly center, but it doesn't affect the action at all. So I just never look at the centering on this blade. Have 800 BTLs and it feels like a $200, $250 knife. Yes, I do plan on getting AWTs for this one for sure. And eventually, probably for this. I just won't go skinny scales. I won't do skinny scales because Spyderco ergos shouldn't be messed with. Wiggles. Come here, Wiggles. She was buried. I didn't even see her. I had to unbury her to see her. Yeah, she was buried in her bed. Yeah, she a pretty girl. And then Saint just chilling, passed out on the floor. He's a good boy. Yeah, Wiggles. She doesn't like the camera at all, so she was hiding in there. Oh, pretty girl. A little bit of booty scratch. Yeah, Pipples love booty scratches. There you go. You're a good girl. A little bit of nose sticking out. Yes. That's how Wiggles normally is in her bed. He just chill. He big boy. Come on. Come on. There we go. Fix this again. There we go. pinned the pocket clip so it wasn't too tight but too late. It was ruined. Did add the $7 for the pocket clip. Really good pocket shredder, Cold Steel Voyager. You know, the ones that the worst pocket shredders for me have been Demco's 80/20.5s with here. This is the stock texture. Oh, we've got this all jacked up now after showing the puppers. Their stock texture is so aggressive. And then they come with a non-deep carry spoon clip that rides very tight. And whether it's the G10 like this one or the FRN, which is on the small pivots, it will absolutely destroy your pants. Even my thickest 511 tacticals. My Demcos went through 2 pairs of pants before I put Lynch Northwest deep carry clips on them, and it stopped that. The stock clip with this texture will destroy your pants. But the Lynch Northwest completely changes it. A pickled steel pocket clip for a Voyager. Does the Voyager run a wire clip that matches the at least semi close to the Spyderco clip pattern? If so, my Manix 2 lightweight here, this has a pickled steel clip on it. I like that they are wider. They're much tougher wire clip. And the clip is coated very well so that even with it being kind of strong, it doesn't eat my pants. I like the pickled steel Warhog, or the pickled steel wire clip is by far the best wire clip I have found, and I plan on replacing some other wire clips with them. They will fit into a Spyderco pattern. Either a Cricket Redemption or Bel Air XL. Either one would be dope. Yeah, she's my little homegirl. Sheath or pouch carried. As long as you put a Lynch Northwest deep carry on them, they stop eating pants. Prior to that switch, they will destroy your clothes. And they have no remorse about it. Would have been cool if it came with a spear. Yeah, it's a spear instead of a spare. Yeah, if you get a Warhog, the Warhog comes with 2 clips. Do you need to go outside, go buddy? Oh, Popper's got to go outside. Be right back. Come on, baby. Wiggles always pops outside. She's always looking around with one ear straight up and one ear flapped down. Oh, she pulls it off better than most, for sure. I'll take a spear with mine. I don't know how the pocket clip is going to hold it, but I'm willing to try. Yeah, this is currently the only Benchmade in my entire collection, and I don't see myself adding unless I were to get a stupid deal on a Super Freak or a stupid deal on one of the Claymores. Those are the only other two that I'm interested in. Give you a spear with it. Oh, the Freak? That would be dope. Snag it from you at the show and review it and send it back. Just like you can always let me know if there's something you want to check out. None for now. What's going on? How you doing today? What's in the pockets? You trying to sell it? Ooh, huh. Yeah, that's one that I've been highly interested in. I like the way that they look. And I can't say that about a lot of Benchmades. Got a Case Westline on you now. Nice. Besides Tristan, has anybody else in here checked out the Monterey Bay Knives, Wolverine and Sabretooth? Such a fun EDC that is so well priced at $140 for textured tie and S90V. Just great flipper action, or front flipper action. Pardon me, my throat is still jacked from this weekend. Trying to talk over the balloon, and also all the dust after the landing with the trucks coming in to get the balloons. Yeah, my throat's been jacked for a few days, but it was so fun for show, especially since I got to fly it this time. It's a good size. You'd like it a lot. Tony just doesn't use it or take it out. Makes sense. Oop. What did I just smack? Tell me it was the Deca. Okay, it was. How am I smacking the Ultim? Cuckoo. West will be worse. Yeah, my voice is absolutely going to be gone. Absolutely. Had to file the clip screws down and apply some self-adhesive lapping paper for grip. And now you digging it? I'm going to pull up and look at the Westline real quick. Oh, yes. I really do like the blade shape on this knife. I'm going to show the knife he's talking about real quick. Like, it's got cool milled thumb studs. Nice. Looks like a great grip area. Phenomenal grip area. And all the jimping up there. S35. Assisted. Huh. Do you like assisted blades enough for now? Yeah, absolutely. What's in your pocket is a Kershaw Link that's at least 10 years old. Aluminum scales, 420. The oldest Kershaw that I still have in my, well, I don't even think this one's a really old like version of this. This is Mrs. Deadly got this for me a couple of years ago. It's also the only assisted knife in my collection. Dave James, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, that blade shape is really sexy though. Yeah, Mrs. Deadly got me a scallion. A little hollow ground can onion slicer. One of my early USA knives. Not one I carry much, but definitely a very cool little knife. I'm just not big into assisted, and it's a little small for my hands. The aluminum is slick as snot. Sometimes feeling auto assisted makes sense. I have Discord. I don't know how to use it. It's EDC with DBD. If you find me, I have it. I've never used it once. I created it and I don't think I've logged in since. Hey, yeah, old school EDC is what it is. Again, this one, if it does get carried, it's in a pouch. I have this in the, one of the external slots of my pouch, because then the tip down just doesn't bother me because it's not in my pocket. Yeah, love Spyderco's. I have 5 at the moment, and I plan on getting many more. This is currently my favorite of my Spyderco's. One of the grails I chased for the longest. Kurt White, what's going on? Better than the Elite Clip. Yeah, the Kershaw, I fell away from them for quite a while. I didn't like anything they were doing, but I will say the last 2 years, Kershaw has won me back. There are several of their knives that I do like. And, the launch series, there's some awesome launches. The Live Wire is a phenomenal OTF, American-made OTF at a great price. The launches that I have checked out, absolutely thwack. There will be a review coming in the next couple of days on the Launch 21 and CPM M4. And even their budget stuff like the Remnant, the Iridium, those have really improved. And their American-made stuff, the Bel Airs, they're doing really well. I'm liking what they're doing. They definitely have come a long way over the last couple of years. All right. If I don't talk to you, see you soon. Have a killer day. On dinner duty. Hey, what's for dinner tonight? What are we eating later? Yeah, I stopped for years, over a decade. I stopped buying Kershaw knives. They were not doing it for me anymore. But I am impressed with what they've got going on now. Have a great night, brother. I'm about to shut this down too, because my throat it's giving up on me, folks. So I'm gonna have to cut this one right at 2 hours today. But I want to say one more time, thank you to everybody in the Kripple Krew for helping me get to 2,500 subscribers. It means a lot to me. And I'm really looking forward to giving back to you guys this Saturday. For members of Kripple Krew Inc., watch out for an entry video Friday for the members only prizes. Everybody else, there will be a video to enter on when we go live on Saturday. So make sure that you tune in. Even if you missed it, hopefully I see you on Thursday at TNT Thursday Night Talks with DBD and War Room Thursday night. But make sure you are here Saturday for the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. What it do, Mick Ranger? Member Kripple Krew Inc., my brother, how are you? Appreciate you, Aries. Hit that like button. I hope everybody has a killer rest of your day. As you can tell, my voice is definitely giving out. But thank you again to every one of you that watches my stuff, likes my stuff, comments, hangs out in the live streams. Kripple Krew means a lot to me. You know I love my EDC familia. And until next time, family, stay safe, stay frosty, but most importantly, stay deadly.